Hello everyone. I feel so happy to be with you today. I am Magdala Ramirez, and today we're going to be talking about the source. How does this work? What is it within your own self? What is going on in such an intense times, the times of a massive globally initiation? The time when people are able to connect deep inside of themselves and being able to understand what this all means. Why you even here? What is it that the source is really touching you? I want you to acknowledge. I want you to honor. To recognize where everything comes about. I want you to recognize this amazing, beautiful, powerful, original vibration that you have. And touch into those powers because it is the time for you to bring it forward. It is the time of the feminine. It is in this year the divine feminine truly talking and leading the world. There is so many things that it needs to happen, that it needs to be done. You see, the divine feminine also honors the divine masculine. This new world, it is not matriarchal nor patriarchal. It is about recognizing balance. And in order to become that balance within yourself, you must awake that place within yourself, that world that we call feminine, that resides this incredible knowledge, this incredible wisdom, that it is the time for you to bring it forward. The path is there, and I need you to bring the presence of your own presence, because in the presence of your own presence resides your original vibration. It is the time to master the energy, as we have been speaking in past radio talks, and it is the time to master yourself. It is the time for the realization of the self. The acknowledgement is understanding where this is coming from. You born with these gifts. These gifts, it comes from the one that created you. And when I said the one that created you, it's because you're one and the same, just different ways of expressing. There has been only one knowledge in the world. In every tradition, in every religion, in every parts of the world have different way of expressing the same knowledge. We have many old traditions that when you go back, you will understand that there is only one knowledge. In this, you can see it through the creations. It has the same signature and pointing in the same direction. We have been waiting for this time, for the human being to recognize who they are and being able to understand that right now maybe you see all these choices. And it is your choice. But it will get into a point that you're going to do what you need to do. Because there is no more choice. You have the ability to recognize truth. You have the ability to know exactly what it is next. Your body knows. Your heart knows. And when you bring your heart immediately it is already done and you're making the things official for you and for everybody else. Those gifts that you're born with is meant to be used for the highest good of everyone. And that, of course, includes you. When we think in that way, how does it is these choices that we do from within, through the heart that it is connected with the multiverse, is the understanding that you have many verses, many versions of yourself. And there is one version of yourself that understands that divine source that you have always been. You see, God is not male or female. It is a very powerful energy. Very, very much more of what your brain can conceive. And you come from that source. You choose to born in this time and space in certain color of the skin, in certain families, that it was that perfect match, certain countries. You choose to born as male or female because you have a work to do. Versions of yourself. This is what you are mingling with. In every relation, there are versions of yourself. And the integration that human being is doing at this point, it is creating this massive initiation. Because that integration, it is bringing all these versions of yourself as one. Just like it is one single knowledge everywhere in the world. There has been many beautiful leaders that has come into this very beautiful planet to teach the people how to live. And it has been amazing, beautiful. They come to certain tribes and create a very different story of yourself, pointing it out truths and healing from a version that it was only designed for a third dimensional reality. A patriarchal system that it was designed to separate and create victims and predators. And you have been living maybe in that world for many, many, many generations until now. That's why it is so much excitement. Because until now, you were able to conceive a very different version of yourself. Yes, there is this thick layer of separation that you have in your heart. And in that heart that it has been wounded, that maybe it has many different experiences that create that wounded, a fragmented self, that now you are able to pick it up the pieces and bring it together because you recognize that you're not your experiences, but what you have learned from it. And that creates a very different story, huh? You are in this very beautiful world of love. Every experience, it is designed by love. And sometimes it's very distorted energy. And sometimes it is messy. Sometimes it is so hard. And sometimes it is all these stories, and I agree with you. But if you can overcome the victim part of it or the predator, and recognize that there is a version of yourself that it is able to see every experiences based on learning. It will help you to accelerate the process. Yes, we have been learning and put it to everyone that forgiveness, it needs to happen because it liberates you. But it will get into a point that forgiveness is not necessary. Just the recognition of what you have learned. It will get into a point where that learning, that awakening that you're having right now, it is bringing back the other heart, the one that has access of the multiverse, the one that has access to an incredible knowledge that it has been hidden from you for a very, very long time. You are using your inner senses, the senses that goes from within, in order to awake this next evolution of the true human being. Those senses are giving you so much information, for there is already happening so much of these downloadings for you. And it is bringing forward another layer of what the things that you're used to see in your brain, and then you look again and you can see much more. You can hear much more. You can understand much more. Your brain, it is rewiring into a higher dimension. And this higher dimension is showing you that all your relations are within your own self. And they're changing. They're changing because you are changing. The perception of yourself, it is moving. The healing has been happening for a while now. And there is a world beyond healing. There is a world unfolding just right there, in front and inside of you, of a higher understanding of a way of living. And this is happening everywhere in the world. It is not only one tribe, but includes absolutely everyone, for there is only one knowledge. For there is only one version of yourself that contains your original code. You're dropping all these lies. Lies that they brainwash you in your brain, telling you that you were not worthy. That was really a tragedy, because when you believe that, it really slows you down. If you are listening to these teachings, it's because you are worthy. It's because you are there. And dropping those lies is very, very important. How do you start doing this? Can you screen your thoughts? You can recognize where those thoughts comes about. You can say cancel that thought anytime when you see that those thoughts is just bringing you down. You have the awareness of those thoughts. And you are a creator. You are a creator because you are the children of God. Because you are the children of the Creator. It is so important at this time that you be present in your thoughts. And drop the ones that are just pushing you down until you distinguish this beautiful guidance that you have within yourself, that it helps you to navigate in this new world. and embrace the next evolution of the human being. Everything have changed. Your way of living is just about to be unfolded because you are bringing into your consciousness all this wisdom. And the changes in the outside, it is happening because you have changed within your own self. Understanding that unity, it is unfolding into many other realms, just like a spider web. You are understanding that it takes a lot of guts to be peace. That it takes a lot of guts to forgive. That it takes a lot of guts to not to identify with the lies that they told you in the patriarchal system about who you are. It takes a lot of courage to drop all these identifications that it was holding you down constantly. You have the ability to heal yourself because you are the source. Because you have always been the source and recognize where you're coming from. It will help you to see where you're going, as the ancestors told us at very early age. You come from that source of love. You come from that understanding of divinity. You have come from that divine spark, from that seed that now it is turning into a very beautiful flower, so completely unique. And that uniqueness is your original vibration, and it has the signature of the source, just like the whole creation. Not only in this very beautiful planet, but everywhere in the multiverse, always expanding. There is so much to uncover that it is creating within yourself the understanding of a beautiful adventure. Being into places that you have never been. Being into that new consciousness that you have never been, and being able to manifest it. You are enlightening your mind. And through that enlightening your mind, you recognize where you're coming from. Honoring the source is becoming the source. Honoring where you're coming from and acknowledging where everything comes about. It is bringing a new consciousness. You are giving birth to the new world. And through that giving birth to the new world, you're setting a very different manifestation. Living with an entrega, and understanding that you are life, and that you are love. You have always been love, and you have always been alive. You cannot die. In every moment, you can touch the eternity. Put attention in that moment, in that instant, and put attention what it is eternal into that instant. The presence of your own presence, it is bringing you into that understanding. Put attention, and yes, you have a little world that you do need to take care of. Yet when you put attention into that spirit that you have always been, everything is going to be resolved in that little world in one way or the other. Talk to your cells in your body. Talk to your organs in your body. And bring them into that new consciousness. The body will follow how you feel. How do you understand that feeling? And how that feeling, it is unfolding into a new kind of feelings and emotions that you have never been. And maybe they don't have any name yet. Yet you recognize the path of beauty, of what it has always been. I want to remind you that we do have a school online where people from everywhere in the world are coming together doing a spiritual work, understanding the sisterhood and the brotherhood, and embracing that place within themselves that they are able to conceive a different way of living from within. Those power that you're born with are so amazing, beautiful, because they are timeless, just like truth. Truth has no expiration date. Truth, it is always unfolding deep and deeper and deeper. I want you to visit our website, magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. Send us an email. Keep on sending us your email. And let us know where are you and your questions. We are receiving emails from everywhere in the world, and it is so beautiful. I want you to download messages from the Great Mother in your phone. In every little message that you receive, you will see the perfect synchronicities in your life. The Mother wants you to know that she walks with you. It's a reminder, and it is so absolutely unique. Only you are receiving that message. I am so grateful for your work. Know that it is true that you are making your work yourself. And it feels lonely. Yet, I want you to know that we all are dancing together. And that you do have all the assistance that you need. Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate. I am you. I am Magdala.